Hello, crafty friends. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Adrienne Bosey, better known online as Alice Scraps Wonderland. Prima Marketing's Homegrown Collection features some brand new products, and today we are going to be using them to create this chipboard mini album. In this tutorial, you'll learn how to create templates and cover the chipboard album with paper, how to create interactive photo flips, plus get some decorating ideas. If you loved the Home Baker collection, you'll love Homegrown. The sweet little mice are back, but this time it's all about gardening. And the new Storybook Moments chipboard mini album is perfect for storing all of your gardening memories or to use as a garden journal. Before we get started, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button to get more amazing inspiration and tutorials. Now, let's get right into this tutorial and start with creating the templates and covering this chipboard album with papers from the Homegrown collection. This is the new Storybook Moments product, a chipboard album with front and back covers and multiple interior pages. It comes with some binder rings to keep your album together. And I'll be covering it with some of the 12x12 and 6x6 papers from Homegrown. To start, let's create a template for tracing onto our patterned papers. Because the covers are slightly larger than the pages, you'll need to trace one of each onto some printer paper or cardstock. Here you see me tracing the cover. To get the shape of the roofline on both sides, you can simply flip the cover page over, line up the points, and trace the curved edge of the roofline on the binding side of your template. Cut out the shape minus the binding portion to get just the little house shape and label your template cover so you don't get them mixed up. Then trace out one of the pages onto paper. Because these pages are a bit shorter on the outer edge, they are not symmetrical, so we can't flip and trace for the roof line. Instead, place your template on top of the chipboard page and rub your pencil lead back and forth over the debossed lines to reveal the curve of the roof line. Trace the line you've revealed and then be sure to add the straight line below for the side of the house. Label this template page and cut the template out. The other new product is the Color Chronicles, a set of matte acrylic paints. You get 5 coordinating colors in the box. We are going to use shade Peach Blossom to paint the edges and binding of the chipboard album. This will ensure our chipboard album matches the color scheme of our papers. And you'll see that as this acrylic paint dries, it becomes more opaque and chalky. While your chipboard front and back covers and all of the pages are drying, we can trace the mini album templates onto our patterned paper. For the front cover, I'm using this sweet green paper. I trace the cover once onto a more solid green area and then cut it out. If you get your template as close to the edges of paper in one corner as possible, you can fit 2 of this template on one sheet of 12x12 paper. So for the reverse side of the front cover, I trace out around the sweet little mice on a swing. And then I use a vegetable root terracotta hued 12 by 12 paper for the back cover, again, both sides. For the pages, we can use the 6 by 6 papers. You'll see that the roofline doesn't quite fit onto the paper, but that's okay because we'll be making another template and covering those missing areas up. So line up the bottom and one side of your template with the edges of the patterned paper. Trace your pattern and cut it out. Don't forget to flip your template over for the back side of each page, as this template is not quite symmetrical. I'm creating a fresh template for the roofline so I can hang on to my full-size templates. I'm not using all the pages in this mini album, and I can reuse these templates later for another project. So trace out just the roofline onto a piece of cardstock, measure the width of the roofline based on the curve, and draw in the two bottom lines of the roof after making a few measured marks. Create a template for the cover and for the page, label them, and cut them out. Here I'm showing the template over the page so you can see how this piece will cover up those missing areas of patterned paper on the roofline. I want a solid color for the roofline, but instead of just trying to find solid areas of patterned paper, I'm going to use the Terracotta Pot matte paint to create my own color coordinating solid cardstock. To do this, simply paint some heavyweight white cardstock with the acrylic paint. Once it's dry, you can trace the roofline patterns out onto the back side of the cardstock and cut them out. Trace 2 for each cover and page, and don't forget to flip the template over for the page roofline. I labeled my rooflines with cover, back, and page, then added A and B to denote the A and B sides, or front and back of the cover or page. If you want to distress the straight edges of the covers and pages, use the blade of some scissors or a distressing tool, dragging it back and forth over the edge of the paper. Skip the straight edges of the roofline and just do the bottoms and sides. For the covers, I wanted to add some ribbon to create a closing mechanism for the album. I will be attaching the ribbon to the back side of the paper, but I wanted you to see the placement of it, and I'm indicating where I'll be sewing to attach the ribbon since I'm sewing off camera. Here you can see I've sewed the ribbon on and added some decorative sewing. I struggled a bit with my sewing machine, but all these mistakes will be covered up. Use some liquid glue to attach the roofline for the front of the cover. To make the cover's roofline extra special, I sewed on some lace. Don't attach your pattern paper to your chipboard base just yet. For the back of the front cover, attach the roofline to the pattern paper with liquid glue and set it aside. For the pages, I sew more lace onto either the bottom or side of the page. We don't want to glue the roofline onto the pages yet, as we need to line them up with the chipboard, but I do want to keep everything organized as I work, so here I'm just holding the roofline pieces to the pattern paper with some low-tack reusable craft tape. To attach the pattern papers to the chipboard base, we will be using Finn's Soft Matte Gel. It's an excellent adhesive for papers. Paint a thin layer of the gel onto the back of your paper and then press it to the chipboard base. Don't use too much of this gel or you could wrinkle the paper. I also like to use a brayer to really laminate the paper to the chipboard. As you glue the pages down to their base, you can now add the roof lines with regular liquid adhesive. Now that all the chipboard is covered in paper, we can move to creating the interactive photo flips. I planned how many photos I want on each page, and I've indicated that with some reusable craft tape. For this page of the mini album, I want to fit in 3 photos from my garden. To create the flip, we are going to use the 4x6 journaling note cards. Pull 2 of them and then score down the center of the card at the 3-inch mark. Fold along the score line and stack the pages up. You can staple these together, but I opted for a simple Coptic binding. You can use a binding tool or a ruler and foam craft mat to poke some holes down the scored line. Waxing your embroidery floss can make it easier to pull it through the pages of the flip. I'm using some household or canning wax and pulling the floss along the wax a few times. You can use a curved upholstery needle or a tapestry needle and then do a running stitch going up the binding, then come back down to fill in the gaps. Tie off your string where they meet and snip off the excess floss. It's so simple, and now you have a sweet little flip book. I used some permanent roller adhesive to go ahead and attach this to the page I want it on. One of the other interactive flips I created uses the tag pad. I needed 4 for this one, but one of the tags I wanted the pattern along the bottom, so we'll work on that 4th page in a moment. For the other 3, score along the top where the notched edges meet the long side. This will create a little tab at the top for gluing. I want each page to get progressively taller, so I trimmed down the bottoms of these 3 pages. To get the part of the pattern I want for the fourth page, I place the third page on top, popping it up a bit from the very bottom to increase the length of this last page, and trace the top and notched edges. Cut this out with scissors, then score and fold the fourth page. Glue each tab to the next, then glue the entire flip to the page of the album. I distress the bottom of the edges of the flip pages before gluing this down to the album page. For the next interactive element, we'll be using the 6x6 paper pad. Trim the paper around 3 inches tall, then score every 2 inches to get 3 2-inch wide sections. Fold along the score lines and then attach one of the 3 by 2 inch sections to the page with adhesive. You can make this element fold open to the side or up or down. For the final interactive element, let's make a pocket that will hold some of the 3x4 journaling cards. This pocket will need to be 3 1/4 inch wide, plus you'll need some tabs for gluing. My tabs are 1/4 inch wide each, so the full width of this pocket needs to be 3 3/4 inches. You can make the height whatever you'd like, but make sure to include a tab that is at least 1/4 to 1/2 inch wide. Score for the tabs, then trim to free the tabs and notch each tab, especially along the bottom of your pocket so you don't have extra bulk. Fold your tabs on the crease lines and then add a half circle notch in the top of the pocket with a small circle die or a circle punch. Glue your pocket to your page and then add 3 or 4 of the journaling note cards to your pocket. To decorate the pages of this mini album, we'll be using the ephemera, tickets, Say It in crystals, sticker sheets, and chipboard stickers. For the pages without pictures, I want the patterned paper to really shine. I don't add much to these other than a chipboard sticker or a piece of a journaling note card that I cut with a label-shaped metal die. Now, I do use foam adhesive on my mini album, and I ended up needing bigger binder rings than what came with the chipboard album. So if you don't want to get other binder rings, keep the dimension in your mini album to a minimum. I'd say no thicker than the chipboard stickers. I also decorate the interactive flips on the pages that won't have photos. You can see I've indicated which pages will have photos with some craft tape. My photos were still at the printers, so I add these at the end. I wanted a way to tack down the interactive flips, so for this page, you can see I add a button with some foam adhesive to one side of the back and place it so it overlaps the pages just a tiny bit. For the next page with photos, I use the spool of yarn from the collection along with some cabochons to create a closing mechanism. If your page is apple themed, you can totally use 2 of the apple molds from the collection to make this or some buttons, but this page is about flowers, so I went with these. Attach the string to the back of one of the cabochons and then add some foam adhesive to the backs of both. Attach these to your page directly across from one another, and then have the string go back and forth between the two over the pages to hold them in place. And I use many of the same techniques throughout the other pages of this mini album, but sometimes using different elements for the closing mechanism. On this page, I used a sticker with foam instead of a button with foam to hold the interactive piece closed. To get rid of the sticky on the back of the sticker, brush some cornstarch over it. On another page, I use a piece of ephemera for this. I'll let a little bit more of this process play out so you can get some more decorating ideas. For the cards in the pocket, you can turn them into tags, or you can do what I did, which is to create a tab at the top to glue them all together. I added a rose ephemera and some circle die cuts to the top to decorate it more. Now that the pages inside are decorated, let's turn our attention to the front cover. I'm using 2 of the molds from the Homegrown collection, plus the large rectangle frame from Redesign's Ornate Legacy mold. I'll be painting these using both the Decadent Pies watercolor palette and the new matte acrylics. Because I wanted to focus on assembling and decorating this album in this tutorial video, I won't show the painting process here, but it will be in a reel for you on Instagram and in YouTube Shorts, so keep an eye out for it. I'm using hot glue and Finn's heavy body gel to glue these molds into place. Start with the garden sign and frame and glue them directly to the front cover. To create more dimension, we are going to pop the mouse on a swing up with some flowers. The trick to getting her to appear like she is swinging through mid-air is to attach her to 3 flower clusters, one on each side of the top of the mold and one on the bottom right. And for once, I actually leave the greens on the backs of these flowers because they match the green in the paper. I used 2 of the larger flower packs from the Homegrown collection for this. I use a mix of gel and hot glue to attach the flowers, and I always like to dry fit the mold as I go so I know I'm getting those flowers in exactly the right spot. Glue the mouse on a swing mold to your flower clusters using hot glue and heavy body gel. Once it's glued in place, I add a couple of these tiny roses from a 3rd pack of flowers from this collection. To create a more shabby, time-worn feel, I dry brush white gesso over the flowers and a bit of the molds. And for a bit of sparkle, I add some of the coral pink hued Say It in crystals. Just look at that dimension for the cover. And I just wanted to show a little bit of myself adding some of the photos to this mini album. These are photos from my garden, both this year and last year. I'll do a flip through at the end of this tutorial so you can see all the pretty photos. And now to put all the pages and covers on some binder rings. I ended up needing some 2-inch loose leaf binder rings as my covers and pages sat just under 2 inches high when stacked on top of one another. Then I tied the ribbons together into a bow, and off camera I added a little cluster of charms to one of the binder rings just for a little more flair. And that's it. I hope you feel inspired to use the new Storybook Moments Chipboard album and Color Chronicles matte acrylics from the Homegrown Collection to create your own stunning mini album. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and to like this video to get more amazing inspiration and content like this. And until next time, happy crafting.